In this video lecture we study the stability by Lyapunov's direct method. So this is another criteria to check the stability of a system. So it is intuitively clear that if the total energy in a physical system has a local minima at a certain critical point or equilibrium point, then that point is stable. So this idea was generalized by Alexander Lyapunov, and this is a very simple but powerful method powerful but simple method to study stability in broader context of systems. So now we study Lyapunov method and its application to study the stability. So we consider an autonomous system in two variables x and y. So both are functions of t, so you have dx by dt equal to fxy, dy by dt equal to g of xy. No t in right hand side as we take autonomous system. So also we assume that this system has an isolated critical point to be taken as origin 0 0, and further let's see which contain x and y. So this is a path of given system. And we consider a function denoted by exy, which is continuous in both variable x and y and has continuous partial derivative. So this is continuously differentiable function in that region, continuous partial derivative in a region containing this path C. So if a point xy moves along the path in accordance with the equations, with the parametric equations, x equal to xt, y equal to y of t, then that function e can be regarded as a function of t along the path c, and we denote it by e of t. Okay, so x and y, they are further function of t, so you can treat e as a function of t. So the rate of change of e is which is denoted by dE by dt. So apply chain rule of derivative to differentiate this function, and you can write dx by dt from equation which is f, and dy by dt from given equation, second equation, this is g. So this is the rate of change of e with respect to t time t, and this is the key formula in Lipnow's technique. So we assume that E is continuously differentiable, and if E vanishes at 0, 0, okay, so if E 0, 0 equal to 0, then it is, so I'm defining two things, positive definite and negative definite. So if E is 0 at 0, then it is said to be of positive type. If EXY is positive, for XY they are non-zero. Okay, and it is of negative type if EXY is negative, for XY non-zero, and at 0 it is 0. Okay, so similarly I can define, similarly E is said to be of positive semi-definite type if E 0, 0 equal to 0 and EXY is greater than or equal to 0, for XY non-zero. Okay, so it also includes 0, so EXY can be 0 when X and Y are non-zero, and E is said to be of negative semi-definite type if E 0 at, so both, if X and Y are 0, so it is 0, and this is less than or equal to 0 when X and Y they are non-zero. So it can be 0 when X and Y are non-zero. So it is called semi-definite type. And as an example, you can check if let us take a function ax2m plus by2n, where m and r positive integers, and a, b are positive constants. So then this is of this is an example of positive type. At 0 this will be 0. Similarly, you can check that other functions like x power 2m, which is of positive type, and minus x power 2m, that will be of negative type. Okay, so any function e of positive type with additional property, that is dE by dt, that we written earlier. So this is written by equation first. So if this is less than or equal to 0, that is of negative semi definite type, is called a Lyapunov function for the system. So any function e, so that is 0 at when x and y are 0, this is 0, and with additional property that dE by dt is of negative semi-definite type, is called Lyapunov function for the given system. So now I am stating a theorem which tells us that critical point is stable or asymptotically stable depending on this Lyapunov function. So theorem is if there exists a Lyapunov's or you can write Lyapunov function simply exy for the system that we described earlier, dx by dt equal to f, autonomous system, and you have dy by dt equal to g of xy. Then the critical point, which is isolated and critical point is 0 0, is stable. Okay, so if there exists a Lyapunov function, then the critical point is stable. Furthermore, if this function has the additional property that the function dE by dt, so change in E that we described earlier, so this change is of negative type, then the critical point is asymptotically stable. So proof of this result is quite simple, based on maxima and minima, and by using maximum principle we can prove. So now we need to apply this result. Let us take an example. Show that 0, 0 is a stable critical point for the system. Dx by dt equal to minus of 2xy, dy by dt x square minus y cube. So we have a non-linear autonomous system, and the point 0, 0 is an isolated critical point. So let us prove stability by constructing a Lyapunov function of the form although it is very difficult to construct those functions, but we can start from this by taking ax power 2m and b y power 2m, and then we will find suitable values of unknown a, m, b and n. So let us differentiate it. So we have, so to find dE by dt you need to find, so dE by dt equal to okay, so differentiate with respect to x, so you got 2ma x 2m minus 1 minus 2xy, which is f, plus derivative with respect to y, partial derivative 2nb y 2n minus 1, then g, which is x square minus y cube. Simplify it, so minus 4m a x power 2m plus 2n b x square y 2n minus 1 minus 2n b y 2n plus 2. So firstly term of x, then mixed term x and y, then term containing y. So to show dE by dt this is negative, so I have this negative term 2nb. If I choose n and b positive, okay, so this will be negative, but at the same time the term in bracket, that should be 0. So our aim is to find suitable values so that the term in bracket vanishes and then you got dE by dt negative. So let us take m equal to 1, try to think simple, m n 1, a equal to 1, b equal to 2. Okay, so you have 4 here, okay, so this is 2, so take b 2 times of a, so that this will be 4 m n 1, okay, so that both term will cancel out. So then So you have, with these values, you have exy equal to x square plus 2y square, and this is positive. You can check for every x and y. Okay, so which is of positive type. So by Lyapunov theorem, and of course you have dE by dt, that will be negative. So by Lyapunov's theorem stated earlier, the critical point 0, 0 is stable. So in that way you can construct Lyapunov function to check the stability of a nonlinear system. But as this example suggests, it is very difficult to find, it is difficult to construct Lyapunov function. But the next result add in the process to construct Lyapunov function. So I am stating that result. This might helpful in some cases to construct Lyapunov function. So it says that the function exy of the form ax square plus bxy plus cy square is of positive type if and only if b square minus 4ac less than 0, and is of negative type if and only if a is negative and b square minus 4ac is also negative. So by checking the discriminant b square minus 4ac, it is easy to check that E is of positive and negative type depending on these conditions. So this result sometimes help us to construct Lyapunov's function. The another method which is very useful to check the stability of the linear system, and in that method you don't need to write this function E, and this is known as so simple critical points of nonlinear system. So in this heading we study nonlinear system, but we linearize the nonlinear system and use linear system to study nonlinear system. So we consider an autonomous system so just write dx by dt equal to f of xy and dy by dt equal to g of xy. Okay, so we assume that this system has an isolated critical point which is 0, 0. So if we assume, or we assume that f and g can be expanded in a power series, in both variable x and y, So we express the right hand side in a power series. So dx by dt equal to, so a1x containing term x, then term containing y, then square x square, then mixed term xy, then term y square, etc. Similarly, you can express g as a2x plus b2y plus c2x square plus d2xy plus e2y square, etc. So our critical point is 0 0. So when x and y, okay, both are x and y both are small, okay, so they approaching to 0. So both are small, that is close to 0, then higher powers of x and y will be negligible, so they will be small. So you can neglect higher power of x, and we keep only linear x and y, and this process is called linearization. Linearization. Okay, so we neglect higher powers like those, and we keep only these linear power. So we have dx by dt equal to, so nearly equal to, you can say dy by dt equal to a2x plus b2y. So more generally we shall consider a system of the form, so term containing linear a1x plus b1y plus you have some function x and y, and dy by dt again linear term of x and y, and you may have another function g which contain x and y. And also we assume that in linear system that determinant of coefficients, this is non-zero. Okay, so this means, so the related system, so related linear system has isolated critical point. Okay, so 0 0 is the only solution. So also we also assume that f and g are continuously differentiable functions, and further one more condition, so fxy square root x square plus y square, this limit is 0 when xy goes to 0, and same for g, when x and y goes to 0, for this g upon under root x square plus y square, this also goes to 0 in limiting case. This condition guarantee that, or this is a sufficient condition that this condition, guarantees that the linearization is a good approximation to the system, original system. Okay, so roughly say that if you divide higher power, so that ratio in limiting case is 0. It means that you can approximate the given function linearly. So for example, you have two systems dx by dt. One is minus 2x plus 3y plus xy, and another one is another equation is minus x plus y minus 2xy square. Okay, so what are linear terms? So this is minus 2x plus 3y minus x plus y. You can check that coefficient determinant minus 2, 3, minus 1, 1. So this is equal to 1, so this is not non-zero. So 0, 0 is an isolated critical point, and you need to check another condition that is sufficient for linearization. Also you need to check that limit fxy upon under root x square plus y square. As you have term x square plus y square, so it's better that you change into polar form. So what is fxy? This is xy upon under root x square plus y square. So change into polar, so take x equal to r cos theta, y r sin theta, or x equal to r sin theta, y equal to r cos theta. So this will be r square sin theta cos theta upon r. Okay, so you can check that this is less than or equal to, so one r will cancel, so less than or equal to r. And also g of xy upon, so what we have taken, x equal to r cos theta, y equal to r sin theta in polar form. So just to simplify these limits, so this is g, this will be 2xy square upon under root x square plus y square. This is g, that was minus. So this is 2 r cube sin square theta cos theta upon r. Okay, so as sin and cos they are less than 1, so you can cancel 1 r here, so you got 2, so which is less than or equal to 2 r square. So this implies that f by r and g by r, they goes to 0 as x and y goes to 0, 0. So xy goes to 0, this means that r goes to 0 in polar coordinate. So 0, 0 is a simple critical point for this system. So now I state the main result. So the following theorem of Poincare presents the main facts about the nature of critical points. So this means that to check whether they are node, they are saddle, they are spiral, so you can check by using this Poincare theorem. So this theorem says that let 0 0 be a simple critical point of system that I have written earlier. So dx by dt equal to a1x plus b1y plus f of xy, and second equation is dy by dt equal to a2x plus b2y plus g of xy. Okay, let 0 0 be the simple critical point of this system. Now consider the related linear system. So what is linear system? Just remove f and g. So this is a1x plus b1y and dy by dt equal to a2x plus b2y. So consider the related linear system given by this equation. If the put a label. So say this is non-linear one, and so put a label, this is linear one. Okay. So if the critical point 0 0 of system, so which I have written linear below one. So system linear falls under one of three major cases that we have studied earlier in the beginning. Then the critical point 0 0 of system non-linear one. Okay, so of system which I denoted by n is of the same type. Okay, so what are three major cases? So in the beginning of this chapter we have studied phase portrait, that you have real eigenvalue, real distinct, they are of same sign. You have real eigenvalue, they are of opposite sign, and also you have studied a case of complex eigenvalues, and they comes in pair. So according to those three major cases, so what Poincare results theorem says that if you have, so you have two systems, one is linear, one is non-linear. So it says that it is enough to find or to check the behavior of linear system, and behavior of the non-linear system will be same as of linear system. So this is an important result of linearization given by French mathematician Poincare. And we solved many examples for that linear cases. So I am ending this topic by writing an example. So let us take a nonlinear system dx by dt equal to minus y minus x cube and dy by dt equal to let's take x. Okay, so this is nonlinear system, and corresponding linear system is dx by dt equal to minus y, so keep this only, and dy by dt equal to x. So previous theorem says that if you study this linear system and that fall in three major category. So three categories were real, distinct eigenvalues of same sign. Okay. Second was real, distinct eigenvalue of different sign. Okay. Okay, so first was eigenvalue both are positive, both are negative, in which second case we have one positive, one is negative, and third was complex eigenvalues. In fact, I have studied these three different cases in the beginning. So if your system fall in that category, so just check the stability of this linear system, and non-linear system will behave in this same fashion, and that is the beauty and application of this theorem. Thank you.